Have you ever found yourself checking your phone compulsively? Scrolling through social media instead of working on that big project you have? Or maybe you've caught yourself doubting your abilities so much that you didn't even start something you've been dreaming about? Well, you're definitely not alone. We are diving deep into a topic that touches all of us at some point in life. Defeating distraction and self-sabotage. Correct, self-sabotage. You had me right. So let's get to it. Distractions and self-sabotage. English is not my first language, bear with me. They are like silent dream killers, lurking in the corners of our minds. They can sneak up. Have you ever noticed, like, it can sneak up on you just when you think you've got your game plan, like all said? But why? Why does this happen? And more importantly, how can you get better at spotting these behaviors? And yes, even outsmarting them. In today's video, we are going to unpack these questions. We will explore what distraction and self-sabotage really mean and why we fall into these traps. Me too. You too, right? And I'll share some powerful strategies to help you overcome them. It has worked for me, it will work for you. Whether it's tweaking your environment to boost productivity, using psychological tricks to boost your self-esteem, or just learning to set up better digital boundaries, I got you covered. And we've got a lot to cover. If you are ready to take back control and start turning your dreams into reality, stick around. Only if you're ready. But if you're just perusing, bye-bye. But if you're ready, stick around. Let's get to it. Number one, understanding distractions and self-sabotage. What we mean by distraction and self-sabotage. These terms might sound like straightforward, but there's a lot going on beneath the surface. Under the surface, there's a lot going on. Distraction is anything that pulls your attention away from what you intend to do. It can be as simple as a phone notification during a work session, or as complex as suddenly deciding your desk needs reorganizing when you really need to be finishing a project. I'm guilty as charged, are you? Let's continue. Self-sabotage, on the other hand, is a bit sneakier. You understand the other one, distraction. This other one, it is sneakier. It is when you create obstacles that prevent personal progress. Forget about the cleaning desk, personal progress. Often subconsciously, like that voice in your head that convinces you you're not good enough to apply for a promotion, or deciding to binge a series the night before an important meeting, or the night before you are supposed to do something very important the next morning. I am guilty. Are you? Please put in the comments. Let's talk. So why do you do this to yourself? I've done it to myself. Why do we do it to ourselves? Let's talk about the common causes. Starting with the psychological ones. Let's start there. Up there. Stress, fear of failure, and even fear of success. It can make you your own worst enemy. These feelings trigger defense mechanism that pushes you towards easier or more comforting choices. Environmentally, your surroundings are filled with distractions. Inadequate workspace, set up social media, and even noisy environments can divert your focus. Yes, it can. It is easy to underestimate how much your surroundings impact your productivity and mindset. I say your surrounding is you. Your environment is you. What's around you? But here is where it gets really interesting. The science behind these behaviors. Research in psychology and neuroscience show that distractions and self-sabotage often stem from our brain's hardwire. Responses to avoid discomfort. The brain loves comfort. Believe me. Whether it's the immediate gratification of checking your phone or avoiding anxiety of a big project, your brain is looking for the path of the least resistance. That is what the brain does. The impact, well, it is significant. These behaviors can seriously derail your personal development and even health goals. It keeps you from living up to your full potential and causing frustration and a cycle of negative self-talk that can be tough to break. Strategies to overcome distraction. But don't worry, we are not just going to leave it at that. Why should we? I'm not leaving it at that. I'm going in deep, so come with me. Now that you understand what and why behind distractions, let's dive into the how we tackle these distractions head on. Let's start with optimizing your environment, because sometimes the space around you shapes the space within you. First up, organize your workspace. It is not just about aesthetics. It is about function. Keep only what you need for your current project on your desk. Everything else, store it away. This minimizes clutter and the chances of your attention wandering. Digital clutter can be just a distracting, unnecessary notification. A desktop full of unused icons, dozens of open tabs. Sound familiar? It is time to declutter digitally. Turn off non-essential notification. Organize your files and keep your digital tools streamlined. Let's move on to managing your time. There are some great techniques out there. Ever heard of the Eisenhower box? It helps you decide on and prioritize tasks by urgency and importance. I think I've mentioned this on the other videos too. Then there's getting things done, or GTD, which focuses on breaking work into actionable steps. But what about your internet environment? What about that? That's where mindfulness and focus training come on. Yes, simple concentration exercise can dramatically improve your focus. Try this. Spend 5 minutes a day just focusing on your breathing. Just give it a try. In fact, don't try it, do it. It trains your brain to focus at the moment and actually reduces stress. Don't try it, do it. Meditation can also make a huge improvement. Regular meditation has been shown, research has shown, to increase your ability to resist distractions. It's like building muscle. You know that building muscle? But for your brain, it focuses power. Your brain focus power. Technology itself can be a powerful ally. Use app blockers to keep distracting apps at bay, especially during working hours. Tools like these, they help. It helps. It really helps. And it can help you control your tech use instead of letting it control you. You are the one in charge. Section 3, tackling self-sabotage. So far, we've talked about how to minimize distractions. But what about when the biggest obstacle to your success is you? Self-sabotage can be a tough. It can be a tough nut. It can be a tough nut to crack. But understanding it is the first step to breaking it. Just understanding it. So let's break down how you can indefinitely and identify and overcome these defeating behaviors. How? Identifying self-sabotage. It starts with recognizing the pattern. Recognizing the patterns. Do you procrastinate when faced with big projects? I used to do that. Maybe you downplay your own success or give it up just before a break, like just before a major breakthrough. These are classic signs that you're putting roadblocks in your own path. Been there, done that. So understanding the trigger is crucial. Often, these behaviors it's from fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or even fear of success. By knowing what triggers, just know what triggers these actions, you can start to understand them. That's what I did. I understood the patterns and I broke it. I know it, I break it, I do the opposite. This brings you This brings us to our psychological strategies, like those used in cognitive behavior therapy or CBT. CBT can help us rewire your thought patterns to comfort and change these self-sabotaging thoughts. It's about challenging the negative beliefs and replacing them with more positive, realistic ones. Let me give you another tool. It is developing your emotional intelligence. Developing your emotional intelligence. This means becoming more aware of your emotions and their emotions of not only you but also others. It is about noticing when you're feeling insecure or overwhelmed and managing those feelings constructively, paying attention to it and then noting it. Building resilience and self-confidence is also key. This doesn't happen overnight, remember that. It is built through consistent, daily practice. Start small. Set yourself small challenges that you can succeed at, then gradually increase the difficulty. Celebrate these wins, no matter how small. Celebrate it and watch as your self-confidence begins to grow. And remember, self-sabotage, it is a common issue, but it is not impossible. It is not impossible to overcome. With the right strategies, you can break these patterns and pave the way for your personal and professional growth. Just take it as one step at a time. Rome was not built in one day. So is self-confidence and the growth to it. It takes time. It is a habit building. It takes time. The next one, practical tips and tools. Let's get to it. We've covered a lot of the ground on understanding and battling distractions and self-sabotage. Now let's make it practical. Let's put it to action. Now we'll dive deep into some specific tools and habits that can help you stay on track and maintain your focus. Plus, we'll explore how community and support play a crucial role in this journey. It does play a critical role. So let's start with the tech side of things. There are a ton of apps out there designed to boost your productivity. Are you using them? And there are also others created to just minimize distractions. For example, Forest helps us stay off. It can help you stay off your phone by growing a virtual tree that only flourishes as long as you don't touch your device. Then there's Freedom, an app that blocks distracting websites and apps. Start your day with meditation, a short workout, or even just a few minutes of reading something inspirational. Just a few minutes of reading something inspirational. Just do that. And this sets the tone for a focused and positive day. Get this a shot. Consistency is key. Staying consistent. You know, consistent is you do that today, you take one step, tomorrow you take another one. You don't just stay like that. So try to keep at least your sleep and work schedules regular. And don't forget about breaks. Regular breaks, especially short breaks, can continue to boost your mental productivity and mental clarity. This brain is like a computer, but it is actually not a computer. It does, So finally, let's talk about the power of community and support. Surrounding yourself with supportive network or joining accountability group can make a huge difference. When you know someone is holding you accountable, especially like a group, you'll do it. So these groups provide encouragement. They do provide advice and sometimes the little bit of pressure that can help you stay on track. You know, when you feel and there's a fire underneath, you feel like there's a huge group watching me. It's going to ask me why I didn't do it. You'll do it. Whether it's friends, family, or an online community, having people to share your struggles and success with can keep you motivated and less likely to fall back into self-sabotage. Been guilty, I've been there. I talked for almost a year about YouTube until I got an accountability partner. Now I'm doing it. All of these tools are habits. They can dramatically enhance your ability to manage distractions and overcome self-sabotage. Experiment with what works. Just take use this and use what works best for you, what is working for you, and make it your daily. Make it a part of your daily life. And remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and stay committed. Stay committed. Just be patient, stay committed, and celebrate the little wins. The fifth one, integrating changes into daily life. Aside from those practical tools you can use, it is crucial that you understand, that you consider making these changes to stick. And it's about integrating these new practices into your daily life. Setting realistic goals, continuously improving and drawing inspirations from people. Success stories. First, set realistic goals. It is essential to set goals that are specific. This one, we've talked about it along so many times. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART goals. So, for example, instead of saying, I want to be less distracted, you know what a SMART goals is? Do you? Let's go into it. I will use an app blocker for 3 hours each working day for the next 2 weeks to minimize distractions. Now that's a SMART goal. So start small. Tiny changes are less daunting and more manageable. And they can. And they usually, for example, they do add up over time. Remember, the goals isn't perfection. It is progress. That simple. It sounds simple until you put it in action. So now, onto the continuous improvement. This journey is not about setting a goal and forgetting it. It is about making ongoing adjustments, taking that one step, taking the next one regularly. So regular self-reflection, it is key. Set aside time each day, each week to review what's working and what isn't. This might mean adjusting your strategies or setting new goals, because sometimes life gets in the way. I might say I go to do 5 videos and then life gets in the way, like I had lost my voice for 3 days. Then what? I adjust my goals. Self-reflection also helps you stay flexible and resilient, which are crucial. It is very crucial for overcoming setback and keeping your growth mindset. Let's wrap this all up. All right, we've covered a lot today. From understanding the root cause of distraction and self-sabotage to exploring practical tools and strategies to combine them together. Manage your time effectively, and even how to reshape your thought patterns for a better focus and resilience. Please put in the chat. Follow, subscribe. I even forgot today to remind people to follow and subscribe. Can you please remember and do it for me? But knowing all of this, to battle with, now it is time to act. It is time to act. Challenge you. I challenge you to just pick one. Just pick one strategy that we've mentioned today and start implementing it right now. Or if you have better one, please put in the chat. I will learn. I'm ready to learn. Whether it is organizing your workspace, practicing mindfulness, and setting SMART goals, take that first step. You might be surprised at how much it can change. Surprise me too with new ones in the comment. As you share, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'd love to hear from you. What are your biggest challenges when it comes to, especially when it comes to staying focused or overcoming self-sabotage? Please drop a comment below. Please do. Share your story with me and others, they'll see too. Or even let me know which strategies you're planning to try out, what you've tried out before. I would like to know your experiences, not only that inspires others, but also help build a community right here where we can all grow together, all of us. Thank you so much for watching. Your time and engagement mean the world to me and others. And we are here to support you on your journey to becoming a better, more focused you. Focused you. Please, #focused you. Comment focused me. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to this channel for more content like this. And don't forget to hit that bell, the bell icon, right? So you never miss a video before. Remember one thing as we part ways today. Every day is a new opportunity to improve and grow. So let's make the most out of it. Until next time, keep pushing forward and let's defeat distraction and self-sabotage together.